What are the world's most dangerous countries? Let's take a deep dive into high murder rates and illegal activities. In today's interconnected world, safety and security are paramount concerns for individuals and governments alike. However, certain countries grapple with alarming levels of violence and crime, often driven by a complex interplay of socio-economic issues, political instability, and organized crime. This video explores some of the world's most dangerous countries, with a particular focus on those plagued by high murder rates and rampant illegal activities. Haiti, poverty and instability. Haiti is considered one of the most dangerous countries due to a combination of political instability, widespread poverty, and rampant crime. The nation's government is often plagued by corruption and inefficiency, which exacerbates social and economic issues. The lack of effective law enforcement and judicial systems has led to high rates of violent crime, including kidnappings, gang violence, and armed robberies. Additionally, natural disasters such as earthquakes and hurricanes frequently devastate the country, further destabilizing its infrastructure and economy. This persistent cycle of adversity makes it challenging for Haiti to achieve stability and security. El Salvador, a struggle against gang violence. El Salvador, a small Central American nation, has earned notoriety for its sky-high murder rates. The country's homicide rate has often been among the highest in the world, largely due to the pervasive influence of violent gangs like MS-13 and Barrio 18. These gangs are involved in extortion, drug trafficking, and brutal turf wars, which contribute significantly to the nation's violent crime statistics. Despite government crackdowns and international assistance, the battle against gang violence in El Salvador remains a daunting challenge. Honduras, a hotbed of crime and corruption. Neighboring Honduras faces similar challenges, with its cities like San Pedro Sula and Tegucigalpa being particularly infamous for their dangerous environments. Drug trafficking routes that snake through the country from South America to the United States exacerbate the situation, fueling both local consumption and violence. Corruption with law enforcement and government further complicates efforts to combat crime, making Honduras one of the most perilous places in the world. Venezuela, economic collapse and rising crime. Venezuela's descent into economic turmoil has been accompanied by a steep rise in crime. Hyperinflation, scarcity of basic goods, and widespread poverty have led to an environment where criminal activities thrive. Caracas, the capital, is often listed among the most dangerous cities globally. Kidnappings, armed robberies, and murders are rampant, driven by the desperation of many and the opportunities created by lawlessness and ineffective policing. South Africa, inequality and crime. South Africa presents a unique case where high crime rates are intertwined with stark socioeconomic inequalities. The country has one of the highest murder rates in the world, with violent crimes like carjackings, home invasions, and armed robberies being alarmingly common. The legacy of apartheid, coupled with ongoing economic disparities, fuels much of the violence. Despite being one of Africa's most developed nations, the stark divide between wealthy and impoverished communities perpetuates a cycle of crime and insecurity. Brazil, the battleground of drug cartels. Brazil, with its vibrant culture and vast landscapes, is also a dangerous country due to the activities of powerful drug cartels. Cities like Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo experience frequent violence as gangs vie for control over drug trafficking routes. Favelas, or slums, are often under the control of these gangs, leading to high murder rates and a pervasive sense of insecurity. Police operations, while sometimes effective, often result in brutal confrontations and further loss of life. Mexico: cartel wars and corruption. Mexico's struggle with violence and crime is well documented, with drug cartels like the Sinaloa, Jalisco New Generation, and Los Zetas playing central roles. These cartels engage in a wide array of illegal activities, including drug trafficking, human trafficking, and extortion. The Mexican government has waged a prolonged war against these cartels, but corruption within the police and military undermines many efforts. Cities such as Tijuana, Ciudad Juarez, and Acapulco are particularly notorious for high murder rates and drug-related violence. Jamaica: gang warfare and crime. Jamaica, despite its idyllic tourist image, suffers from significant levels of violence, primarily driven by gang warfare. The capital, Kingston, along with other urban areas, experiences high murder rates linked to organized crime. Gangs involved in drug trafficking, extortion, and other illicit activities contribute to the island's dangerous reputation. The government's efforts to curb gang violence have been met with mixed success, often hindered by deep-seated socio-economic issues. The Philippines: insurgency and drug wars. The Philippines faces threats from various sources, including insurgent groups and the government's controversial war on drugs. President Rodrigo Duterte's anti-drug campaign has been marked by thousands of extrajudicial killings, drawing international condemnation. Additionally, insurgent groups like the Abu Sayyaf and the People's Army contribute to the country's violence, especially in the southern regions. These factors combine to make parts of the Philippines exceedingly dangerous. The countries highlighted here share common threads of high murder rates and widespread illegal activities, but the underlying causes of their dangers are varied and complex. From gang violence in Central America to drug cartel conflicts in South America, and from economic collapse in Venezuela to insurgency in the Philippines, each nation faces unique challenges. Addressing these issues requires multifaceted strategies encompassing law enforcement, economic development, and social reform to create safer environments for their citizens. Understanding the dynamics of these dangerous countries is crucial, not only for those living within their borders, but also for the global community. Efforts to combat violence and crime in these regions must be sustained and supported internationally to foster stability and security worldwide. So be smart about where you travel and keep safety in mind. In the meantime, kindly like, share, and subscribe.